Hey guys, so I'm back to talk about why Black people need the reparations now. I just finished watching a video about the stolen people of, or the stolen generation of the African Aboriginal people of Australia. I I'm livid. I'm angry. I'm annoyed. I'm angry. All those angry words. Yeah, I'm that right now because this is not even taught in schools. There's a reason why this is not taught in the education system. Black people they need the reparations now. Like, we need to start fighting for Black people's reparation now, because we will have no peace until we fight for our freedom for real, and separate our people from these people, because it's an us versus them thing. Don't ever think that they're looking at it like we're all together. They're never gonna look at it that way, because it's in their mentality of to view us as us versus them. And don't think that making mixed babies is going to solve the problem, because making mixed babies is only going to create more problems, because the result are children who support and abide to white supremacy, and you are just creating children that are going to be confused and be damaged by white supremacy, because they're not going to want to just connect with one side of their parents. They're going to want to connect with both sides. And looking at how society is arranged now, and it is obviously being engulfed by white supremacy, whiteism, and all that crap. They're definitely not going to want to try and fight for Black freedom and what it means to be Black, and all of the Black issues that are in the Black global community. I'm so angry. I am so angry. So I will link the video in the description box just so you guys can watch the video, and just so you understand what I'm talking about, and you'll see why I'm angry. And in the video, the lady was explaining, she showed a video about the stolen generation in Australia, and how the first generation of, not the first generation, but the generation that was stolen from the Africans in Australia. And yes, Africans are the indigenous people of Australia, not white people. The only place that white people originate from is the Caucasus Mountains of Europe. But even that, it doesn't belong to them. Europe doesn't belong to them, because we all know, or at least we all should know, where the resources that were used to build Europe, we should all know where that came from. And it came from the continent of Africa, and who knows where else those resources came from, because they definitely did not come from Europe. Because as you can, like, from what I see, there's nothing here. And yeah. But when I was talking about the reparations, we need to fight for our reparations, because all the free labor, the hard work, the work that white people couldn't do because they're lazy, and then they turn around and then call us lazy. It makes me think of what that girl I was talking to. If you watch my first video, I said that I was talking to a white girl, and she told me that her perception of Black people is that we're lazy. See, the mentality hasn't changed. It's their nature to have this kind of mentality, and it's a genetic mutation. They are a genetic mutation. I don't want to get off point, but to be honest, I'm so angry right now, and I just thought it would be a good time to make a commentary video. But so I don't know if these are some solutions, but one solution that I would say is that we need to we really need to have like a global like African black African community conference where we have representatives from each continent talking together, finding solutions to our problems, because it is a global, white supremacy is a global problem. It's global terrorism, it's global savagery, it's global evil, global global savagery, global terrorism, global warfare, global. If you don't know, like if you don't understand, like you really need to start. You really need to start understanding. So, in this video, the white people in Australia were acting as if they didn't know why these children of the first generation that were of the right or of the African Aboriginal people of Australia, why their children were like the second generation were like they ended up being living on the streets, or they were hungry, starved, not starved, but like they didn't have any food. Their parents are alcoholics now. They have mental problems. They have financial problems. They have social problems. They have psychological problems. And then these white people are acting as if they don't know what happened to their parents. When and I didn't, let me point out as well. Let me point this out as well. This only happened from 1910 to the 1970s, and it was only abolished in, if I'm not correct, but it doesn't even matter because it was only abolished recently, which is in 1970, 80. So this is recent. This is not even, this is part of slavery, because we all know that slavery has never stopped. It never stopped. It just they made it look like it had stopped, but we're still living in slavery. And for all the creations of mental and psychological problems in the black community, we need reparations for the slavery, for the free labor, for the mental problems, for the psychological problems, for all the years that they didn't provide any psychiatrists or mental health programs. We need reparations for that. For the African Aboriginals of Australia, we need reparations for that. For all the problems caused by white people and their acts of terrorism, their acts of savagery, their acts of evil that have caused the mental dysfunction, psychological problems, alcohol problems, financial, economical, social problems. We need reparations for that. And I should not have to start listing all the stuff that white people have done, because it is evident in our society today. If you can look at America today with Trump and the racism that's going on in there, the lynching of black people, the blackface, the white stupid tears that have been cried by the evil, savage white beasts of this world. If we just look at media, if we just look at advertisement, if we look at education, if we look at all of those things, I do not need to start naming any. I don't need to make a list for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you just don't know. You just don't need to be on this video, because you're not taking this seriously enough, and I don't want to get angry with that. So please just click off my video if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Because if you think what I'm talking about is crazy, you're really the delusional one, and you're the one that's crazy and needs to get help. Because if you're living in this world and you think that white supremacy does not exist, then you are delusional. And if you think that white people don't deserve everything that's going to come at them, because it's going to come back, because karma is a bitch. It really is. It really is. Especially if you have done this for so many years, for hundreds and hundreds of years. Karma is going to be such a bitch. Okay. And the thing is, they always like to mention the Holocaust and the concentration camps of in Germany that's white on white crime. That doesn't concern the black community. It shouldn't concern the black community, because if you don't know about the Black Holocaust that was that was done in America, and you're black and you only concern yourself about the white one, then please go and do your research. And if you don't want to, then please click off this video, because you just don't need to be part of this, because you're not serious. We need serious people. We need serious black people. Just emphasize that. And another black concentration camp was done to the first generation of what I'm talking about, the first generation of the African Aboriginal people of Australia. They took these children from their parents and they tried to integrate them and assimilate them into the white society in Australia. And they would beat them and they would turn them into domestic servants. And it's funny how people think that all these white children, they're so cute and everything. But I have even seen and I have heard with my own ears and my own eyes small little children saying the N-word, calling black people monkey, beating up black people just because they're black. Yeah. It's in their nature. If you can see it from when they're a child, best believe that it's in their nature. And don't say that it was taught by their parents, because this has been ingrained into their DNA from how many years? Think about how many years these people have only been on this earth for 6,000 plus years. And you're telling me that these people that it's only the parents that are teaching them? No. You can only bring something. If you have studied DNA, you can only bring out something that has already been there. You can only create an environment for the DNA. If the thing is there, you can only awaken it from the DNA if it is there. If it is not there, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. So it is there, and then the white parents created an environment for white supremacist ideas, and that is why their children become white supremacists at a young age, because they are naturally white supremacists and hold white supremacist ideas and mentalities and savagery and terrorism and all of that. So you people need to get that into your mind first. They have done the same thing with black people everywhere. They have did the same thing to blacks in Africa, in America, in Australia, in Europe, in Korea. Yes, Koreans used to be dark-skinned black people. Check it up. And basically, it's just global warfare. It's global white supremacy. And something she said in the video, which I will link in the description box, I promise, is that we need to find the root of the problem. And when she said that, my mind went straight to, we need to find that seed that was planted so deep and is so ingrained into society, and we need to destroy it. We need to find that seed and we need to destroy it. white people caused this, and now they're acting like it just coincidentally happened. I don't personally believe in coincidences. I feel like whatever is there, I don't know, but I don't feel like I don't believe in coincidences, and in this case, it's not a coincidence, and it's definitely not a coincidence. They're trying to not connect the dots for you, and in this video, they try to make it seem as if the what happened to the Aboriginal people in the 20th century and what is happening to their children now. They're not connecting the dots for you for a reason, because this is what they did to the first generation, the first generation that were stolen, and this is what this is the result of what happens to the second generation, because they have stripped the people of everything, the wealth of mind, the wealth of family, the wealth of community, the wealth of money, the wealth of wealth, the wealth of family, the wealth of sense, the wealth of everything, and they have stripped it from their parents. So now their children lack everything, and they are naturally going to be stripped of all of those things, because it is the parents that reinforce or should reinforce all of this. But the thing is, they can't, because the problems have been created by the white supremacists. People, connect the dots. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. Start thinking critically. They are doing this, and then they're acting as if nothing happened. They didn't create the problem in the first place when they actually did. This is a big, huge, ginormous problem. We need to fix this. No, the people who created it, they need to fix this, but we need to destroy it. They really want to believe that they are the original people of this planet. They really want to believe. Some researchers say that white people were genetically engineered. Some scientists say that white people originated from a mutation that happened in black people. But all I know is that white people, all the white supremacists, all the racists, all the evil, savage, white terrorist beasts need to be destroyed. And the only way they can be destroyed is if they are killed. Now, I do not care how they are killed, but they need to be destroyed. Because the only way this world is going to be brought back to health, or be slowly brought back to health, because upon years of all what these people have done, and they've only been here for 6,000 plus years. Oh my God. You can only start to nurse, or start to find a way to nurse this planet back to health, to bring it back to where it was flourishing, which was thousands and thousands of years ago. Oh my God. I just wanted to talk about this and get this off my chest, because we need to, as black people, we need to start contributing to the global black community and trying to strip and destroy white supremacy and reveal it and educate ourselves more, because knowledge is power. It really is. I'll leave you there. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.